Okay, I thought I would. I can't see myself on here, so I hope you can see everything. But this is the progress I have so far on this abstract lion, which is very, very colorful. But at least it's better than what I did before with all the grays on the Buddha. I wanted to at least show how I diamond paint, which is the same as anybody else. And Lazy Retired Granny, you're the one that started this, so you're in for a ride. Now, this pen my daughter got me, and but I do use the one that that you suggested to buy. The only difference between yours and mine is just the style, what's in it. Yours, I think, is a brown or something. It always looked like wood when you were showing yours. And those are the tips that we had gotten. And mine was loose at the top too, a little bit, but it's all right. And I do use it when on occasion and stuff. I still like it, but I'm using this one because the tip narrows and it acts like some of those other ones that we get in the kits. And I thought, well, this is great. It works. And I'm using blue wax because for some reason that seems to be working even better. And I just pick them up and put them down just like everybody else. And I really, really enjoy diamond painting. And you asked before, like you didn't know how long or how much time I can spend diamond painting and everything else. I don't have a life. I'm home all the time. Uh, I go very rarely, once or twice a month, and that's about the extent for me. And in between making supper, cooking, cleaning, whatever, then I diamond paint. I usually always have a candle burning because I like the smell. Right now, there's a gardenia. It's not lit, but I will light it later. As far as noise, I will watch a movie. And yes, okay, it's DVDs. I have a bunch of those, and maybe those are foreign to the younger people. To us older people, a DVD is great because you got the thing right in your hand and you know what it is. But I also have Netflix and a few other things, and I'll listen to uh, a movie that I've seen over and over and over again so that I don't have to watch it either. Uh, but most of the time, I have YouTube on and I'm listening to other people diamond paint. Not so much their whip and chatters, except for Granny. Uh, I like to listen to and catch glimpses of what everybody is buying and opening. That interests me. And the bad thing is, you buy what you see, and it's not a good thing. So I figure I've got enough to keep me busy at my age, and I thoroughly enjoy it. Uh, like I said before, my mother, 88 years old, she's enjoying it. She likes it. It takes her forever to do one little tiny piece because she sits, does a few, and then gets up and goes and does something else because that's her life. Um, this this thing here came from Temu. It was a freebie because if you order 3 or 4 items, you're allowed to put one freebie in your cart. You could pick from the list they had. I originally had an abstract kitty, but by the time I logged out of there and out of my cart and get ready to pay, it was gone. Somebody took it out of my cart. So this one was left. The other ones I didn't care for. So I figured this is close to a kitty as I was going to get. So it's an abstract lion at 30 by 40 and it has 24 colors, lots of colors. I don't know if I really care for it, but it's a nice in between. It's a break from what I have been doing, and I figure I can get this done between now and the first. I do have some cross stitch coming that I have to work on and send back to a company, but I can do that in between the diamond painting that we start in May. So that's no issue. I'm trying to think of anything else. Oh, Lazy Granny, you mentioned something about American Bandstand and, talking about uh, the old days and stuff. I mean, I hate to call them the old days too, because most days I don't feel old. But I realized it when I pass by a mirror and I go, "Who's that? Who's that old lady in the mirror?" And then I realize it's me. So I guess I have to live with that one. And so, American Bandstand, oh yeah. My favorite was Herman's Hermits. And then you talked about The Jerk. Yeah, that was one I learned very early. And The Pony, those were fun. But my mother was really into dancing and singing. And I learned from her, the stroll, the mashed potatoes. But all these years she tried to teach me the jitterbug. And I still can't do the jitterbug. I can't figure out what I'm doing. So, no more dancing these days anyway. I enjoy the older programs. I watch Dick Van Dyke over and over and over again. Yeah, I care for all the older stuff. It's okay, it is nostalgic, and the younger people don't get it. I watch some. I like. Well, I do like horror movies. That is my thing. And the last time I was scared at a horror movie was when I was 8 years old, when my father took me to an indoor theater because he knew I liked horror movies. And I watched Vincent Price in The Tingler under my coat. That's how scared I was. But after that, it was like, okay, I can watch them. And I've been watching them ever since. um, let's see, I live in Ohio. The weather today is sunny and breezy, which is amazing. The temperature is 77, which I'm really shocked because yesterday we were freezing and today it's warm. I'm in a very small town. I drive a very teeny tiny car. Very teeny tiny. It's only a 2-seater. It's just my daughter and I. So at least that way, nobody can bum a ride. My little dog drives me crazy most days. And his name is Liam. He's a rat terrier. And he's noisy when he gets going. But he's good. He's behind me sitting on the window ledge. I really can't think of much of anything else. I mean, if there's anything y'all want to know about me, you can comment and ask, or, I'm an open book. I don't really, have much else in my life other than staying at home. Always been a stay-at-home mom, wife, whatever. Um, pretty boring, I guess. Except this is a passion. This is stress reliever. This is, if I could do this 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, this is what I would be doing. But that's an impossible task. So I thank you so much, Granny, for bringing it up and allowing me to comment on your channel and what you get the benefit of watching you enjoying what you enjoy. And I subscribe to the other channels that you suggested. I commented on them, and I love their work. I love their enthusiasm too. It's really fantastic. So, thank you so much. I hope I explained myself. Probably not. But it is what it is. And it's about 1:45 in the afternoon on a Thursday. So I think it's getting time for lunch. So I thank you so much for, if you made it this far, listening to this crazy person. So I hope you enjoy whatever it is you're doing today. Have fun. Don't worry about tomorrow. Today is what matters. Have a good one. Thank you, and goodbye.